What's going on in these here markets? All right. Now we can get this popping. So we got to start off with that disclaimer, right? So disclaimer/disclosure. Please note that the following is not legal advice and is provided for informational and educational purposes only. Investing in securities carries a high degree of risk and can result in the loss of your entire investment. You should consult with a qualified financial advisor or legal professional before making any investment decision. Information contained in this presentation does not constitute an offer or solicitation to buy or sell any securities or other financial instruments. Any opinions expressed in this presentation are subject to change without notice and should not be relied upon as a recommendation to buy or sell any securities. Please do your own due diligence and research before making any investment decisions. Now, with that being said, we can get this popping. So, Womp Garrett is, what's up, SDLA, what's going on, JC, J Sheriff, yo, Project Limitless in the building. Thank you for the likes. So, we're just going to tap in and see what's going on with the market. Me and my boy Project Limitless, we have been talking a lot about Netflix earnings and how to play it, but Netflix contracts are so freaking expensive. So what I want to do is just do a recap on the trade that I took today on Shopify, and we can go over that. Let me go ahead and bring this chart down a little bit. Let me bring this up. All right, I always got to make sure I look through the phone. So here we go. Here's Shopify. You guys, if you're not new, right? If you've been on my lives a couple times, you know that I like to trade on the 30-minute chart. I'm a scalper primarily, getting into swing trading, but I like to trade on the 30-minute chart. And so here is the 30-minute chart on Shopify. And I called puts right on this wick here, this kind of bullish shooter pointing down to the downside, and you can look like those puts paid out. Now, I'm a scalper. I'm very conservative. I usually aim for 5% profit, so I got out right around in like this area, but I wish I would have held on because could have made some really, really good money. But just to show y'all the receipts or the evidence, let me bring up the Discord and show you. Let's go. So you can tell I put it in. Here we go at 8:30 a.m. I am on the West Coast. So if you hear me talk about time, if you hear me talk about different time frames or time stamps, remember I'm in California. So at 8:30 a.m., I alerted to my Discord that I was in Shopify puts. And then within about an hour, I went ahead and got out near my 5% profit target. But as we can see, I definitely could have held on, or maybe I should have let a few of my contracts run and they could have been winners, but was keeping track of it. So if you have any questions about what I was looking for in that trade, what were some of my parameters, go ahead and drop those in the chat and I'm all for it. But to the 3 or 4 y'all that are rocking with me, thank y'all for coming through. We're just taking a look at the charts. Very bearish today. SPY, obviously bearish. We're dropping down. I'm actually going to clear off maybe some of these drawings that I got, some of my quote-unquote indicators. But did anybody trade today? Did anybody take any trades? What's the deal? How did we do? Did anybody take any trades? All right, yo, Jesus, Filthy, Fred Lil, thank you for coming through. Arnaldo Gonzalez, thank y'all. I appreciate everybody tapping in. It means a lot to me. So like I said, we're just kind of taking a look at the market. Already threw out Yo Soy Teddy. Thank you for the follow, my guy. Thank you. We're just taking a look at the market, see what's going on. Obviously, it started off as somewhat of a bullish day, almost like a fake out, and then we just dropped on down to the downside. Let me kind of make this a little bit smaller, and I'll bring this down. But yeah, like I said, you guys check out our Discord community, Passive Income University. That's where we drop all of the trades and everything like that, so you get it all in real time. But of course, SPY and QQQ, they mimic each other, so it's bearish sentiment, things like that. Let's get this straight. All right. You guys drop your questions. What ticker symbols you're looking for? What are we thinking about Netflix earnings? What are we thinking about Netflix doing earnings today? Here's the daily chart on Netflix. Let's see how this pops over. Yo. Huguan 88888. Thanks for popping through. Appreciate it. Project Limitless bought a couple contracts calls on SPY for September 30th. Possible we get a rate cut near that range. A rate cut. Man, a rate cut would be crazy in the markets. Let Powell and the boys and gals come out and say they cutting rates. Let them say they cutting rates. Market's going straight to the moon. All right. But as of right now, I'm not seeing any plays based off of my setup and what I'm looking for. Obviously, everything's got this kind of bearish downtrend. And of course, my computer's moving just a bit slow. Jade says, hey, I'm new to trading. Just started last month. How can I grow my small account? I have about 200 RN. All right, Jade. Or right now, 200 right now. Okay, Jade. So I focus on and I primarily trade options. This is options trading. So the first thing, if you just started last month, there are two things that I want you to do, Jade, right? Two things that I want you to do. The first of which is maybe three things. So rock with me really quick. I want you to identify a source of income that you can use to add to your trading account. Because if you're new to this journey, you're definitely going to have some ups and downs, and you're going to need a source that can kind of feed your account. Number two, I want you to identify a platform like this one in front of us, TradingView, where you can do what's known as paper trading. It's basically simulated trading. And then number three, the next thing I want you to do to learn how to trade, right, to start off with that $200 is you want to pick one ticker symbol that has a lot of volume and a lot of activity. I highly recommend starting off with SPY. And the reason why I say start with SPY is because with SPY, there's enough volume and enough activity where you can try out multiple strategies, multiple setups, and see how it works out. You can't do that with every ticker symbol. A lot of ticker symbols may move a little bit slower. They might not have as much volume. I'll give you an example, like Roku doesn't have as much volume as SPY. I'm trying to think of some other ones off the top of my head. Alibaba, things like that. So I highly recommend you start off with SPY because you're going to get a lot of volume and a lot of activity, which is going to give you the ability to try out different setups, different time frames to see if you're more of a day trader, if you're more of a swing trader, things of that nature. And as a matter of fact, let me see if I could pull it up in my Discord. There is a test that you can take. It's like a little assessment test that'll tell you what type of trader you are, whether you're a swing trader, whether you're a day trader, a scalper, or something like that. So that's what I would recommend, Jay. Those three things. Yo, big shout out to Ben with the W, Ibrahim, Mountain Tactical, Juanito, Kedley, is that you? Is that how you pronounce it, Kedley? Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all for stopping in this morning. Jade, give me a thumbs up. For sure. I see you. Yeah, so write those three things down. And of course, you can always join the Discord. You get the first 30 days free. So at least if you just wanted 30 days of free game, Q&A, whatever the case may be, you could join for 30 days and dip out. Or you could join and then just stay with us. It's just $10 a month. But if you do join, of course, I'm right here for you, hands-on, day and night. We chop it up all day and all night about trading and investing. We have plenty of resources and tools available for you. Yo, big shout out to everybody that's joining, man. Y'all are coming through. I appreciate the likes. Jose, what's up? Real Trading Growth, Mark and Jane, T Ward. That's what's up. Yep, links in the bio, Jade. For sure, come through. We would love to have you. We would love to support you and whatever we can do to get you along with your growth. Project Limitless is in there. He's a great dude. Very hands-on, very analytical. Likes to roll up the sleeves and do research. Yo, ICK, thanks for joining. I'm Fun Trouble Show Enough. Broker you use, Sham for you. So right now I primarily use Robinhood, but I'm working my way back to Webull. I'm on the fence stuff. I want to go back to Webull or Thinkorswim. I like Thinkorswim's kind of charting platform, but there's a lot of things I like about Webull that Thinkorswim doesn't really have. So one of those two. But for simplicity and being able to show things very, very easy, I'm using Robinhood. Now, one thing that you just reminded me of in terms of brokers, you can actually connect some brokers to TradingView. Some of you probably already know this. You can connect some brokers to TradingView and do your trades directly from the charting platform. So if you're already using TradingView, I would look for some of the brokers that they use. Yep. Sham for you. I trade options, not currencies. A lot of people have been telling me to take a look at Forex or futures and things like that. My journey so far right now in terms of a trader is options trading. I really want to master this and like know it like the back of my hand before I move on to futures or Forex or commodities or anything like that. I'm not knocking any of those. I would love to learn them, but where I'm at right now, I'm still mastering this. Project Limitless says, what do you like more about Webull? I heard execution is better. That's true. That's exactly it. That's exactly it, Project Limitless. It's the execution. There's a lot of times now I'm feeling with Robinhood where the execution is just really letting me down. And it's a trip because I've heard a lot of traders, seasoned traders that I've been following for a while, they all said the same thing. They started off with Robinhood and they started to notice that as their trading got more quicker, as they got better in their skill set, as they became more advanced traders, the fulfillment and the execution on the Robinhood side is just letting them down. And I kind of experienced that today with the Shopify. I was just like, yo, like what the heck is going on here? User not found. Do you think NASDAQ is going back up, bro? I think overall for all the markets, we are in a bearish chapter. I was saying that a couple days ago, the last time I went live. So eventually, yes, I think things are going back up, but I think we're going through like this little, of course, and I know that seems very vague and generic, but we are going to pull up, especially with this being an election year. Later on in the year, they're going to start doing a lot of things to correct the markets or to help the markets because Biden wants to make things look good to possibly get reelected. So all the key players in the government want to prop up the markets and the economy because it's an election year. So I do think later on in the year, possibly the end of quarter three, we'll start to see more of a pull up. But now for the next few months, we just got to thug it out with the bears. All right. David Santiago Valdez says, what app is that? This is TradingView. So it's a charting platform, but you can actually connect different brokers to TradingView and you can do your trades directly through them. If they would have the ability to connect Robinhood, I would do it through TradingView or even Webull. I don't even know if Webull's on here. Yes. Chance Treywick says, what happens when the market implodes? So I guess I want a little bit more specificity from you, Chance. Because there's a very extreme side, right? There's a very extreme, like if the market completely implodes and just, we're talking about absolute destruction, then we're all going to have bigger things to worry about than stock trading. Let's be real. But if you're talking about just a crazy downturn, like a plummet like we saw with the pandemic in March of 2020, then it's going to be a great opportunity to buy calls, buy long-term holds, things like that. So it depends on how you're looking at it. If you're talking about complete apocalypse, end of the stock market as we know it, we're all going to have bigger things to worry about than the market. If we're talking about crashing back down to pandemic levels, then it's just going to be a great opportunity for you to get things very, very cheap, hold on to them for a year or so, and make a gang of money. Big homie A says Webull was just added. Webull was just added to TradingView. If that's the case, I might need to make my change today. Adam Morrison, the strat. That's right. Yep. I keep the strat on there. Chance Treywick says, I'm thinking 2008 crash. You know, it's possible, but what would cause it? That's one thing that we have to kind of analyze, right? And I'm not asking you, I'm not saying that there isn't something that would cause it, but the reason why I asked that question is, okay, we knew with like 2008, it was really, really tied to the housing market. That was the biggest component that caused the crash. And once the government figured out what they were going to do to resolve the housing crisis, as well as the bankers and how the banking industry got effed up, then we were able to pull out of it. Same thing with COVID. It crashed, and then once the government kind of realized and decided what they were going to do to fix everything, we pulled out of it. So depending on what causes the crash will then determine what the government's going to do to fix it. And however long it takes the government to fix it will also determine the impact of how much we suffer through that crash. Yo, Shy Thunder, thanks for the follow. Yo, Kent Nielsen, thanks for coming through. Thank y'all for the likes. Drop some likes for your boy. And so one thing, Chance, yo, thank you for the follow so much. I appreciate it. One thing I like to do is give back to the community. So if you do join Passive Income University, one thing that I'm very proud of is we do monthly giveaways. So we already had our April winner. Let me scroll down. But I'm looking forward to what I'm going to do for the month of May. So if you do join, there's an opportunity that you'll win cash and prizes, not to sound cheesy or anything like that. But I just want to give value back to people that support me. So thank y'all. Big homie A says everything that goes up must come down. I'm not a bull or a bear. I just follow the money. Exactly, bro. 1000%. You know, I have people in my family and my friends. They're always asking me, like, are you more of a bull or are you more of a bear? Do you think that everything's all upside or you think only negative? And I say, I trade whatever the market is telling me. Whatever I perceive the market is telling me based off of my technical analysis, that's what I'm trading. I don't want to say I don't care if it's bullish or bearish. I'm just looking at where are the opportunities at. Yo, Chocolatey Queen 00026, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Yo, Savage says buy into oil before Trump come back. Big trust. You know what? I feel you on that. And oil's been running up. Have y'all seen oil? Like, let's go take a look at Exxon right quick. Let's go take a look at Exxon. And look at this run up that Exxon has had. ExxonMobil. I'm pronouncing the ticker symbol and mixing it with the name. Yo, Lamont T. Jew, thanks for the follow. Big homie Ace, I appreciate the follow. Thank you so much. Project Limitless, I mean, bro, if you don't win, you realize the 3 million man march will commence. The 3 million man march. The 3 million man march. Interesting enough. So like this past week, we've had a downturn. But look at this run up. I was noticing this the other day. This is the daily chart on ExxonMobil. Look at this run up from, let's see, let's go back a little bit. Because I consider this was February right here. This was consolidation sideways. But let's just say from pretty much January, we've ran up with ExxonMobil and oil. Now we're back into this kind of support zone that I marked out and I charted out. So, all that to say, the person who made the comment about Trump getting reelected and to buy into oil, definitely we'll see. You know, we definitely will see, because I think we're in some kind of like an all-time high range right now for ExxonMobil. Let me change it to the monthly chart. All right, so here we're looking at the monthly chart for ExxonMobil. We've got this big, huge wedge over this time frame. But yeah, so if you kind of look, going back to, here we are going back to 2004, right? So this is we're all in all-time high territory for ExxonMobil. We probably should look at what is it, XLE, to get a better idea of the oil sector or the energy sector. But we've had this crazy run up. So just like I was saying earlier, I think that we'll have somewhat of a bearish pullback. You know, we've got more and more indication that inflation is high. I don't know if y'all have seen over these past couple of weeks, the Fed and Jerome Powell, they've been dropping little hints saying basically, yo, have y'all really been listening, like really listening to what Jerome Powell and the Fed has been saying? They've been low-key trying to say, like, we might have to raise rates. We might have to raise them. And they're trying hard not to get to that stage. But I forgot which Fed chairman from which state. The other day he slipped up and was like, yeah, it's not looking good. So we'll see. We'll see. Terrible Tim says, I'm into what? What's that? What's that, Terrible Tim? What are you into? All right. Savage QB1 says, what about Gush? Is that a ticker symbol, my guy? Is that a ticker symbol? Let's see. I don't think that's a ticker. Yo, Genzo Beauty Consignment, thanks for coming through. David Santiago Valdez, thank you for the follow, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate the likes, y'all. Project Limitless says Kashkari was literally foreshadowing hikes like 2 weeks ago. They are definitely uncertain. Yeah, exactly. Savage QB says bottom, bro. Oh, here we go. I appreciate it. What is this? Direxion Daily S&P Oil Gas. I gotta learn about this. Hold on, let me learn a little bit over here. Hold on, y'all. I gotta learn a little bit. Interesting. This daily, oh, it's a monthly chart. I haven't heard of this. What is Gush? Look at 2016. Let me go back to the monthly. I feel like this is all that. Is this all of it on the chart? Trump's run. I don't see this is the monthly. Am I looking at the right ticker? I feel like I'm looking at the wrong one. Yes. Hold on, let's go over to what's the name and let's see what we got going on here. All right, we want to just I got to get some education right quick, y'all. We got to get some education. right, let's see what's going on right quick. Let's see what's going on. Okay, of course the push blowing up. Maybe your program doesn't have it. I'm telling y'all. What's up, Cuds? What are you telling us? Nick Pauls, thanks for joining. Buy IREN, promise you'll make money. Is that a crypto? What is that? IREN. And of course this oh man, what is going on here? What is going on? Y'all, this is no bueno. Things are getting laggy. Things are getting laggy. Laggy Simpson right now. All right, let me, I'm gonna have to check that out because I'm always interested in learning new things. So, Kush says search it up. Les, thanks for joining. Thank y'all for the likes. We're getting close to 1,000. Wow. Okay. Well, there's that. Had a network error. Let's see. Cause yeah, this is the only gush that's coming up. Cause with options, yo, Double T2, thank you for coming through. Project Limitless, I might start buying NCL, been eyeing it, and it looks ready for a run. Nice. Yeah, we gotta talk more so about the long-term trading too. I don't know why it's getting so hot in here. This is crazy. So it's not this ticker symbol, huh? Let's see. Because when I go to Gush, this is the only thing that pops up on TradingView. These are the only ones that come up. IREN is a long trade, 1 week. Let me take a look. IREN. This Iris Energy Limited, is this what it is? It might not be a stock. It might be a fund. I'm thinking so, Big Homie Ace. It's an S&P. All right, I'm gonna have to find that. Yo, Frank One, thanks for joining. Everybody that's rocking in here. Is this the Iris Energy that we're looking for right here? The IREN ticker symbol. Intelligent Roger Edward Nancy. Waiting for it to dip. Got 10 cons in it right now. Let's see. Yo, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to all y'all, all the traders out there. You know, there's nothing like trading. I think, you know, if you got family and friends or co-workers, colleagues that don't trade, they really have no idea the type of world that we live in and that we operate in. Somebody just made $52,000 off a $200 put. Double T2 off a what put? Off for what contract? What ticker symbol? 52 bands. That is a nice day. That is a nice day to have. Thoughts on BAC? Let's go take a look at BAC. And we got to keep in mind, Bank of America is a part of the financial sector. We've got things going on with interest rates. A lot of these banks have been impacted by commercial real estate because it's a large part of their portfolios. So here we're looking at the monthly chart on Bank of America. I always like to start with the daily. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on with the daily for Bank of America. Of course, it looks like we kind of bounced off what was formerly resistance. Can y'all see that on this daily chart? Going back to, at one point it was January, and then at one point there was that resistance again at the end of January, and then now we're kind of bouncing off that same level. So I'll show y'all what I'm looking at. Y'all tell me if you see the same thing. This is kind of what I see right here on this daily chart for Bank of America. Kind of a wide range, but just to kind of make it more visible. Yeah, did I mean? There we go on that daily right there. Do I think it's looking bearish for BAC? Not in this very moment. Not on the daily chart in this very moment, right? So Bank of America's up 46 on the day. Let me kind of blow this up a little bit for us. So it looks like there's also a level of resistance, kind of like maybe up in the 3650 area. So if we're talking about the daily and maybe the next couple of days, not quite bearish, not quite. When did they report earnings? Oh, they just had earnings. Their next earnings is in 90 days or 89 days, and they just missed earnings. You know, we might still see some pullback. you know, there might be people capitalize off of this support. They bought in and ran it up a little bit, but because that looming like bad earnings is still there, because if you were to draw like a rough trend line, right, we still are in a downwards trend. So my immediate thoughts are for the next couple of days, probably not bearish, but maybe a little bit more long term, like a few weeks out or a couple months out, we might have some more bearish sentiment just based off of them having the poor earnings. This thing will just get right for your boy. Yo, Fox, thanks for the follow. Bro, read Iron, bro. I'm waiting for the sell-off right now for BAC. Yeah, what I would do for BAC is plot the next level of resistance. If you can, if you will. Plot like the next level of resistance. He's got to get this right. Dang. All right, let me kind of zoom this out. So here we got Bank of America on the daily chart, right? And then I also see, horizontally speaking, maybe a little bit of resistance right in here. So we're kind of there. We might have, like I said, a day or two more of bullishness that comes up into this top shaded area and then coming back down. That's what I'm thinking. Jerry Garcia, thanks for the follow. Yes. Oh, thanks for the share. Thank you, Jerry. Appreciate that. Appreciate y'all getting me close to 1,000 likes on the live. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Yeah, so my immediate analysis, right, because we kind of have like this swing low to come up. I think we'll come up more so into this top level of resistance and then kind of come back down, which is kind of in alignment with this terrible trend line that I just drew, but it might look a little something like that. So like I said, maybe a couple more days of bullishness before coming back down off of that bad earnings. That's my thoughts. First Vibe says add double T2. It's not that simple. They had to have probably 200 contracts for 200 each. Yo, Jennifer, thank you for the follow. Let me see. I want to make sure I'm seeing everybody's comments. Give me a second to scroll through and rock with y'all for a second. So Kuds is saying to read our IRN again. Micro Germ Shield, thank you for the follow. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody rocking with me today. Thank you. This is UPS. Let me open up a new tab, but close some of these just so the computer will catch up. You know, I'm rocking with a 10-year-old computer, y'all. So I gotta be easy on it. Gotta be easy. Oops, let's create a new chart. He says off Snap. Somebody made 52 bands off Snap. I heard some people talking about Snap earlier. 52 bands. Yo, thank you for everybody that's in here rocking with me. Thank you. DB, I see you. DB, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Ray Rodriguez, Verse Vibe, Les the Great, Jennifer, Trim Time TV, all y'all. Maria E. Bedasa, thank you so much. Lisa Hurd, I see you. Ray Sean, Roosevelt Price, all y'all. Sean, Alex, Patnus, Tam Kiwa, thank you so much. I see everybody in here. I appreciate y'all. You making like dollars for each increase with one contract. Go check it out. He a billionaire dollar trader. He says off Snap. What was his name? Somebody wanted to check out REIN. We were kind of taking a look at it. Let's see what we got. So this is the ticker symbol on the energy company, Iris Energy Limited. It is currently trading at under $5 a share. So officially, you know, based off of the official definition, this is considered a penny stock at this current moment in time. It looks like we've got this long range going back to 2023 of somewhat of a downward trend. Can y'all see that right here from this top point, coming down deep into this valley and coming up, coming down deep into this valley and coming up, and then we're in this valley and coming up. So when I see trends like this, right, when I see trends like this, to me it kind of signals that the bulls, the bears are kind of giving up on this ticker. Let me get this right, this terrible trend line. Jeez, kind of something a little something like that. Because you see, the deeper these drops are, the higher the bounce to recovery is getting less and less. That bounce up recovery is getting less and less. So we are kind of like in this previous support zone. You might be a little bullish right now, but I don't know his name. His shit is Zero in Discord. I wish I could post screenshots in chat. Nah, no worries, man. I'm rocking with you. I believe it. There's been some good money made this past week. There's been some good money made. The way the market has been kind of moving with price action and stuff like that, people have been able to make tens of thousands of dollars each day. And for anybody who's struggling right now, anybody who's going through a rough phase right now and you're trading, do not give up. Do not give up. I know right now you might be seeing other traders that are making tens of thousands of dollars a week or even tens of thousands of dollars a day, and you're wondering, when are you going to get there? Just remember, you're in the stage right now where you're paying your dues. You got to pay your dues. You got to get your testimony first. And then once you pay your dues, you get your testimony, those days will come. Each of us have a different journey. Each of us have a different time frame, but do not give up. Whatever you got to do, keep pushing. First Vibe says, correct me if I'm wrong. Feedback, please. I realize you got to have thousands of dollars for big profits. That is not necessarily true. So that is not necessarily true at all. It just takes skills. It takes skill set and understanding how to chart, understanding technical analysis and the movements of a particular stock, a ticker symbol, or a company, a sector, the market, whatever's going on. If you have a good, deep, thorough understanding of price movements, especially technical analysis and understanding the way a chart is behaving, you don't need a lot of money to make thousands of dollars. Like, I give you an example. If y'all remember last year in May of 2023, when that first kind of like, when NVIDIA first really spotlighted AI, I bought 2 contracts for a total of about $600, and that $600 turned into $10,000. So you don't necessarily need to know. You just have to be able to spotlight those big moves. All right, Verse Vibe. That's why the market is shorted. Bitcoin. There is a trader who takes 1K to 10 on any given day. Yeah, that's dope. That's top tier skill set right there. But one thing I also want to say is, don't get blinded. Don't get caught up with trying to only have home runs, right? I think what happens, what messes up a lot of us when it comes to trading, is we only look for home runs. And when you get blinded by that, you'll trip up, you'll slip up and have some mistakes in your trading. Remember, consistent small profits is good too. They add up very fast. I actually just posted something like that earlier today, where, you know, when you're trading, it can really warp your sense of time and money, right? And so what I mean by that was, like, today I made a quick $100, and that might be nothing, right? For some of us, $100 is laughable, right? But when you put that in context, making $100 in less than an hour, when the average American only makes like $30 to $35 an hour. So in 1 hour, I made 3 times what the average American makes. And that's one thing you got to keep in mind with trading. So I just encourage you guys, yeah, the home runs are good. Making hundreds of a percent of a trade, 400, 500%, 1,000% on a trade is great. But don't let it blind you to the things that are right in front of your face. You might be able to make a quick 20% or a quick 15% or maybe a quick 30%. And you could take that money and do that consistently each day. First Vibe says, I have some significant experience just learning more information. That's exactly it, man. We can never stop becoming students. Once you become a trader, that's a commitment to becoming a lifelong student. Yo, big shout out to Q-Ma Dukes. Thanks for joining. We got a special guest cameo, Q-Ma Dukes in the building. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank you, everybody, for the likes. But yeah, just a quick recap. I would go over my trade that I did earlier today, like I said in the Discord. Let me show y'all. Let me pull it up in our trading chat room. So this morning, and just a reminder, this morning I alerted puts on Shopify, but pretty much the market was a put type of day, right? But I say all that to say, where are we at? Where is it at? Right here. Just a reminder, right? I'm in California. I'm on the West Coast. So when you see my timestamps, just keep that in mind if you're on the East Coast or something like that. So at 8:38 my time, I had alerted that I was in puts for Shopify. And then in less than an hour, I got out. When I do scalping, my profit target is usually about 5%. So I took that money and I went. And like I said, some of us might laugh. Some of us might be like, yo, that's nothing. But a quick $100, that's gas money. Keep it going and just keep on pushing. Now, I definitely could have held on, as we see here, because Shopify continued to drop and it continued to go crazy. But, so just a quick recap. And I want to show y'all specifically what I was looking for when it comes to Shopify. Now, we know that Obviously, if you were really in tune with the market, we knew that today was going to be somewhat of a bearish day at some point to get into puts. But looking at the chart for Shopify, what I saw was it went up to get near yesterday's previous high. But then we had this strong bullish shooter to the downside, which was a big indicator to me that we bounced off of yesterday's high or rejected off of yesterday's high for a downward turn. And so it was at this candlestick right here where I alerted that I was getting into puts on Shopify. And then as we see, it rolled down for a couple of hours. And now we're experiencing somewhat of a bounce up coming off of the previous day low, this bottom white line here. Verse Vibe, thanks for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank y'all for getting me past 1,000 likes. We're at 1.5K that quick. Rain the Pit Bull, thank you for coming through. Just taking a look at the Shopify trade that I did earlier today, and now we're getting a strong bounce. I think what we'll see is Shopify get near the daily 50%, right up here, this blue line. And then we might have some struggle around here. We might fail to break above it. One thing that I thought was interesting is, if you notice this white little bar that I have charted, Shopify had a gap between these two candlesticks on the 30-minute chart, and it took over 2 hours for that gap to come back to be filled. I thought that was very interesting for some reason. I don't know exactly why, but I thought that was an interesting little gap right there that happened. Double T2 says, you think Soxel going back up? But let's go take a look. I've been hearing people talk about Soxel. Wait, did I find the right one? Leverage shares. Is it this one? Beach Bum, thank you for coming through. I don't know if it's this one. All these ticker symbols y'all been telling me to look at today, like, they just pop out of nowhere. It's just nothing. Like, what is this? Why is this here like this by itself? Is this a brand new, like, is this some type of brand new fund or something? Chance, I don't trade Forex, not yet. Like I said, I have a lot of friends that hit me up and they say I should trade Forex or I should do futures, but I just want to take my time and master options trading, so much to the point where, I know I'm good with my options, right? I know that I can make money no matter what on options trading. When I get to that level of mastery, then I'll take on something different like futures or Forex or something like that. But not right now. It will be coming up. There are a couple people in the Discord that trade futures and Forex, but not me, not right now. Nope. All right. Big homie Ace says, if you get to trade options, you can trade futures. It's the same. Okay. I've been hearing that. I've been hearing it more and more. So definitely got to check it out. Thank y'all for rocking with your boy. Thank y'all for the inputs. Like I said, it's been a couple of people like Big Homie Ace that kind of tell me about that when it comes to the what's the name. All right. Just checking out some stuff here. I got a text message and I didn't want to pause the live, so I had to go check on my computer what that message was. Yes, indeed. Big Homie Ace, the only good thing about options is that you lose what you put in. With futures, you can lose everything. Wait. So, all right, let me break that down, Big Homie Ace. So let's say in my entire trading account, I have $5,000. There's no way to only take a trade that's only worth $1,000. With options, right? If I have $5,000, but I only want to buy $1,000 worth of contracts, my other $4,000 isn't going to be touched. Are you saying with futures, if I have $5,000 in my account, if I enter into a trade, that whole $5,000 would disappear if it goes the other way? Like, there's no way to only say, hey, I want $1,000 on this trade. Yo, Rain the Pit Bull, thanks for the likes. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate it. Futures will wipe out your account without a stop loss. So you can use a stop loss? You can use a stop and it'll stop, or they don't have stop losses and whatever you got going in there, that's it. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's wild. Yeah, that's wildness. All right, let's take a look at Netflix because I'm very interested. Netflix is reporting earnings. Market has about an hour and a half left open. Netflix is starting to drop down. And I'm hoping that what that means is that the market makers, the players that be, are trying to push Netflix down for a strong earnings report. Now, there was a couple notes that I put into the Discord about Netflix, so I want to read those to you. I just did a little bit of research last night. Where did I put it? Where did I put that? Where is it at? Where is it at? Where do we go? Where do we go? Oh, here it is. So I wanted to just some notes. You know, this is not really technical analysis, but Netflix does have earnings after hours. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank you, Q Ma Dukes. So just some key notes. Let me kind of move this over so we all can see it. This is as of last night at 9 o'clock or 9:20, 9:30 West Coast time. As of last night, there were more calls / bullish sentiment based on the options activity for contracts expiring tomorrow. There were 4,000 more call contracts versus puts and about $10 million more in call premiums versus put premiums for Netflix. And then according to SEMrush, and SEMrush is a website that analyzes web traffic, Netflix has had web traffic increase month over month since December. Now, the reason why I'm spotlighting that is why I saw some dude on Reddit that was saying part of his analysis when he plays earnings is he'll look at a website's traffic, and if over the last 3 months to 6 months there was an increase in the website's traffic, then he uses that to analyze whether or not he's going to take calls. So I was kind of looking at those two things. We see here about this right here. Pardon me, let me kind of zoom in down a little bit. But we see this, and this is the options activity for Netflix before earnings. And what we see is there's way more call premiums than there is for puts. And then, of course, it drops back down to some different levels, and it drops way back down. So that's one thing there. And then we also have the screenshots from that site I was telling you. So here, this website does an analysis on the Netflix. And let me bring it back down. But it shows that the web traffic has increased month over month. And then there was another. Oh, that's just a link to it. All right. Big homie Ace, Netflix might carry the market up like Nvidia did with its earnings. Double T look like a put type of day for Netflix too. Exactly. So I think what they want to do, if there is going to be a positive reaction to Netflix earnings, I think what they want to do is try to push this down in the last minute of the day to kind of scare people away, right? Especially we can get down to, you see we're in like the support zone. Look at this. This is the daily chart for Netflix. We're kind of down in these kind of three key areas for support. So I'm thinking if they push it down more, what they're trying to do is, push through people's stops, stuff like that, and then prepare for a positive earnings after the market closes when they release their earnings. Yes, indeed. So the only thing is the Netflix contracts are kind of expensive, and of course the volatility is like super crazy and super high right now. But it would be nice to get into Netflix for the earnings. I am thinking there's going to be some upside potential. They gave guidance that they're expecting an increase in their subscribers. There's been a few surveys done that people do believe that Netflix has gained at least 2 million to 4 million subscribers. And I was unsure about that until somebody reminded me that, remember, Netflix is cracking down on the password sharing. So if you don't have one of those elevated plans where you can share the passwords or have multiple logins, then there's a lot going on there. And then also remember, Netflix is now doing advertising, right? So if you have one of the lower plans, and I don't mean lower in a bad way, but if you have one of the base plans for Netflix, there's a lot of advertising going on now. And so they're now getting the advertising revenue. So definitely things to keep in mind. I wish the contracts were cheaper so that I would feel more comfortable to get some that are in the money or at the money. But we'll just see how the day's going. But y'all did present an interesting thought. I didn't think about that. Netflix might pick up the market a little bit. I had never really considered Netflix to be a mover like that. Of course, we see with Nvidia, sometimes Facebook, right? The traditional FANG stocks, which Netflix is in there. But, like Google and stuff like that. Yep. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all rocking with the boy and tapping in. I'm trying to get better at my lives and getting more consistent with going live on a daily basis. But I'm very active in the Discord, so like I said, give us a shot, give us an opportunity. The link's in the bio. Passive Income University is the name of my Discord. You'll get the first 30 days free. You get full access to all of our resources, everything that we have right here. Let me just show y'all all of our different channels, all of that kind of stuff. You get access to everything, as well as we do monthly award giveaways. We do our own exclusive classes and charting sessions, and we get together as a group. So, you know, give your boy an opportunity, give your boy a shot. Just check with it. Like I said, it's nothing to lose, no harm, no foul. You can join for 30 days free, and then you can leave if you're not rocking with it, or if you're rocking with us, it's just $10 a month. But with that being said, I'm gonna tap in with y'all probably tomorrow. You guys, make sure you use your risk management. Don't go crazy on your trades. Make sure that at a minimum, at the end of the day, you journal all your trades that you took today. Make sure you're staying on your journaling, and then make sure that you're doing a lot of back testing. Make sure you're doing all that, y'all, all right? Your journaling and your back testing. Those, without a doubt, have helped me with my trading exponentially. Journaling and back testing. You can never do too much journaling and back testing. But, all right, y'all. Peace. Much love. I'll holler at you.